Hello! It's been so long since I've seen you guys. Happy holidays. It's Freya here at Spirit Healer Tarot. It's good to be on camera. And I wanted to do an on camera thing because last month's readings were so quick and I didn't get to say hi. For those of you who are new, my name is Freya. I use my spirit name on this channel, and this is called Spirit Healer Tarot because it's a channel for those who are on a spiritual journey and who know they're on a spiritual journey and who are looking for guidance to walk their journey in a good way. And speaking of journeys, I'll try to make this intro short and sweet, but I wanted to just share that I'm still in New York. I've been here for almost 3 months now, and I'll be leaving in a couple of weeks and heading back to the Bay Area for a little bit. And then I'll be traveling to Asia. Shout out to my Filipino family out there. I'm going to be seeing you guys soon. And I haven't been to the Philippines in 6 years, so it's going to be a pretty epic journey, I think, for my family and I. These readings are going to be holiday readings because it feels like everyone I know is celebrating some kind of holiday, whether it's the solstice or Christmas or Hanukkah or, you know, you name it, someone's celebrating it. And I don't know, I just felt festive and fun, so I thought I would do a little bit of a holiday read for your love and spirituality messages. People have been asking if I'm going to be doing a year-long spread, like a forecasting year-long spread for 2019. I'm still thinking about it. You guys know that I don't always post like right on the dot of the first of the month. Today is, I think, the 5th or the 4th, so I'm gonna have to see with my travels and how the Wi-Fi is where I'm gonna be, whether it makes sense to do something. Hopefully I'll see you guys in January for, even if it's just a short read. I'll try and do something while I'm there, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yes, very important. So I am going to be traveling. I won't be doing private readings while I'm traveling because of just inconsistency with Wi-Fi and time changes. Most of my clients are in the US. I'll be 12 hours ahead. So when you're awake and wanting to chat, I'll probably be asleep. So no private readings for the month of January. And because of that, I am going to post a little PayPal link below. If you've enjoyed my readings for the last couple of years and you'd like to put a little love donation this month, I would happily accept that. And, it's not necessary. It's definitely not, something that I'm requiring. But it'll be a nice surprise for me to see if anyone decides to do that, and I will happily welcome it, and it'll be my pocket money for when I'm traveling in Manila this coming new year. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'd like to share. I'll be back in the Bay Area end of January, and I think I'll be there for a few months. So my Bay Area fam, I'll see you in the new year for sure. All right, I think that's enough intros. If you have any questions, you can reach out. My information is below, but again, no private readings for the month of December and January. All right, speak to you soon. Enjoy your readings. Hello to the sign of Cancer. Welcome to your December 2018 holiday reading. I am going to apologize in advance for the sound quality of your video, Cancer. I left my earphones in a place where someone has to retrieve them and bring them back to me. So I don't have my mic or my earphones that have a mic. And I need to continue doing these readings because of just the light and the sound and the light and the travel that I'm doing. And I want to make sure I, stay on schedule. So I apologize in advance. I hope that you can tolerate through the sound quality. And without further ado, I'll say my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection and understanding and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for our understanding. May all of my Cancer viewers' intentions be heard and answered. And I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. Please show us the messages for Cancer, for the holiday season, to guide them in their journey. Love and spirituality messages for Cancer during this holiday season, to help them walk their journey in a good way. And Cancer, I'm being called to invite you to close your eyes, and in your mind's eye, simply imagine yourself sitting in a sacred circle along with your guides. And you can imagine me in this table, this setup, in the circle with you. And just seeing that space really cohesive, really protected by the white light, so that any negative or harmful energies that might seek to insert themselves into this space just bounce off the field we've created and go to where they're best suited. Okay. All right. It's this pile that has the highest vibration messages for you. Let's see what those will be. Timeline for this will be end of November to the beginning of January. Messages for Cancer. Please, dear Spirit. Okay, they want me to do sort of a butterfly spread for you. So let me just tune in. Okay, first card on the top left. You've got the Three of Wands, and it's in reverse. And they want me to go down this way. So the central card is the Two of Wands. And the bottom right card will be the Page of Cups in reverse. And they want me to go up here. You've got the Four of Swords. And last but not least, wow, you've got the Eight of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor in reverse for you. Oh, Cancer, what is happening? Let's see. Let me tune into the message that these cards want to share. First thing that I'm noticing is that they're all minor arcana cards. And this is you right now. You're in the central position. You've got the Two of Wands. So there is a journey that you're taking through the doors of the wands. If there was a third wand kind of laid across, this would look like a doorway, right? And you're stepping into this doorway, and look where you're stepping out into. You're going into this scene with the castle and the moat and the mountains beyond. It looks like there might be some water by the trees where the castle is. So some of you may be taking a journey towards a new place, towards a new home, towards a new landscape. And this journey, you may be taking this journey with a partner, because you've got, the two wands there. I'm also getting to share that this journey feels like a heartfelt one for you. It's something that is coming from the heart. Your heart, your partner's heart, it's very heartfelt. Feels like a good thing. The Ace of Wands is the birth of an idea, and the Two is the consolidation of the direction that the idea is going. Okay, so that's where you're standing in the holiday season. It looks like you're perhaps looking through the doorway into the new year and seeing these aspirations before you. Okay, so that's the center of the butterfly. Now the outer wings, you've got some, I won't lie, you've got some challenging energies. But again, I started out this reading by saying that they are all minor arcana cards. And so keep in mind that um, these are all very changeable. They're not major cards, so it doesn't see, even though this looks like you're going to be exploring an option that is heartfelt and new, it, you know, there are no major arcanas to indicate like major stuff going on. So this might be a small project. Um, it might be a large project. And again, I don't want to repeat myself. There's no, it doesn't feel like super um, supercharged. What's interesting is I'm starting to doubt myself as I'm doing this reading, and so I think the message of the left wing is exactly that for you guys. There's some doubt in you regarding this step that you're looking to take. And the reason I say that is because you've got two cards here on the left side that are um, indicating the self doubt. So the Three of Wands, from the Two of Wands, usually in succession, you go to the Three. And the Three is the Two of Wands with a third person coming in. This is like you drawing in the business partners or the collaborators that will help you along with this new vision. And it's in the reverse. So, and I was in the moment that I almost even shut off the reading, and then something was like, no, don't shut it off, just keep going, this is part of their reading. In the moment of self-doubt was a message for you about where your self-doubt, where you are doubting yourself in this decision. So there's the Three of Wands that's in reverse. So perhaps there are business partners or partners that are important to this move or this shift or this change. And, you're not quite sure whether they're on board. You're not quite sure whether, and there's three of them. So there might be three people involved. And you're not sure whether they will be on board with this idea. That's what the left wing is saying of the butterfly. The bottom of the left wing is the Eight of Swords. So you're feeling trapped. It feels like they're the swords that are blocking you from that goal of the castle that you're working towards, that you're moving towards. So somehow you're feeling blocked and you're feeling stuck. And it's on the mental plane. Like, this is not on the physical plane. This is all your thoughts, your self doubts, your worries. You feel bound and stuck. Now, the truth is that you're not bound and stuck. The classical uh, tarot reader would say you can easily, the swords aren't that deep. You can easily pick them up off the ground and walk on through, right? Into your destination. They're fear based phantoms that appear to be real and appear to be blocking you from your goal and your destination. But really, if you truly wanted to get to that castle, those swords wouldn't stand in your way. Okay, so that's on the left side. On the right side, we've got some energies that are asking you to, Four of Swords in the upright, take a moment and recuperate and rest. So this is a holiday time where you're contemplating a new move, and in order to really feel right and true within yourself, in order to feel aligned within yourself with this choice or this path, you need to take some time out for yourself. And I know that's super hard for people, especially in the holiday season, especially if you're juggling work and a family and kids and reunions with old friends. It can be hard to take a breather, but your reading is suggesting that you need that. you need to do that. And then the Page of Cups in reverse on the right side of your reading. Let me tune into this message. At the very surface level, the Page of Cups is a message, and since it's in reverse, it can be an offer of love that you are rejecting. But I'm tuning into it is in the context of your reading. There is a side of you that might not be open to this idea as well. Like even though it looks very clean and it looks very accessible with this Two of Wands card, there's a part of you that is rejecting it. And let me just tune in a little bit more fine-tuned. Yeah, check it. Okay, got it. As you do the meditations that you need to do, as you take your time out, as you focus in on self, take an inventory of any parts within you that might, that might be opposed to this new idea, or that might have their heart set on a different idea. We're all a conglomeration of different desires and different wants, and you taking this step into this might be shaking up a different side of you that's been really invested in another outcome or another story or another place, right? The Page of Cups is this like beautiful, watery, nascent energy, like a young child, sweet energy. So this is innocence, and your innocent heart, or some part of you that's really innocent, may really be attached perhaps to staying where it is. Maybe there was a dream that you had followed that got to you where you are now, and that side of you is really content where you are now, and is kind of like, no, I don't want to go traipsing into the new. I like where we are. So that's just an option. Long story long, as one of my readers likes to say. Take stock of your own and be honest with yourself about how you truly feel about this forward journey that you are considering this holiday season. So it sounds like you're going to be doing a lot of, contemplating, or Spirit is asking you, in order for you to walk your journey in a good way, Cancer, Spirit is asking you during this holiday season to find some time to self-reflect and also acknowledge where you might be putting smoke screen obstacles in your path, because there's a side of you that doesn't really want to, isn't fully on board with this new cycle, this new growth that's about to happen. And it's to identify those parts of you, so that this Three of Wands can be upright. Once you get these sides of you and you understand what this part of you is wanting, oftentimes just being heard might be enough for it to shift and for it to come forward and become part of the new thing. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Let me pull an animal spirit guide for you. And the intention for this oracle is to bring forward an animal ally for you, so that you're not walking through this contemplation space on your own. I mean, we're never alone anyway, but sometimes we can feel alone, right? So let me just asking one of the animal spirits to please come forward for Cancer during this time of contemplation, so that they may be
assisted. All right, so you've got the octopus. So what do you see when you see the octopus? Let's read what it says on the oracle cheat sheet guide. You know, when I think of octopuses, I know that they're intelligent, really intelligent animals, and can get out of any situation, really, because they're so malleable and so part of the water. Octopus. This says lacking boundaries and direction. Okay. Okay. So yeah, being very watery, having those 8 tentacles. Uh, Octopuses are able to really, when they're trapped in tight corners, they can easily dart out because they've got such a malleable body, and the legs are I keep calling them legs. Their tentacles are really um, powerful vector. Is that the right word? Vectors that can propel them in different directions, and you can really squish them up tight and maneuver or flow out. So what I'm getting, let me just tune into this, is this card is reminding you of your tendency to be the octopus, to get along, to move out of tight corners, um, and to ask the octopus for help with this, and also to be mindful that with that ability comes sometimes the ability to see all sides of something. Let me just tune in. Hold on. Yeah, what it feels like is that your octopus can see all sides of something, and it doesn't. This time, the octopus doesn't need to escape anything. You actually have a forward motion that you can go to, and I think this message is for the Cancers who are so used to being peacemakers and are so used to being um, the what's the word? The word's not coming to me, but the Cancer. Sometimes when you're a Cancer, you tend to listen to all the different needs around you and find a way to weave all of them together in a, a right direction forward where you're trying to make everyone happy, right? Yeah, and in doing that, sometimes what you do is you diffuse your own boundaries, diffuse your own wants and desires because you'd rather just have people get along and be in harmony. So much so that when there is no pressure from other people about which way to go, you tend to become then unsure of where you want to go because you've spent so much time doing for others or doing for the group or trying to uh, mesh these different ideas into a whole. So the challenge for you is to, to strike. This is reminding me of nines on the Enneagram. I don't know if some of you are familiar with that. Nines tend to be really diffuse. Um, and it can be really difficult for nines to really pinpoint what they want and to go for it and to put right action behind it because they are so used to keeping the peace and keeping the harmony, and they like harmony, they like comfort. So for you to strike out into a direction and say, this is where I want to go, the reason why this is challenging for you is because of the octopus tendencies, and which can be good and bad. It can be used both ways. It can be good to to navigate you through tight spots, and so that being said, I'm trying to think of how can we help the octopus. I'm going to pick another card to have the octopus be assisted. what animal comes in as the antidote for this octopus tendency. Interesting. And you've got the raccoon. Okay. Let me see what this says for raccoon. This one says talented, shadowy, and in hiding. Yeah, the masked raccoon, right? Raccoons are nocturnal creatures. They come out and they feed at night, and they look like they're little bandits with their masks on. Take what you will with this one, Cancer. I'm not going to interpret it for you, but I'd like for you to look at the raccoon and see what is in hiding. Again, there's something about things that are hidden and you really excavating those things. So I think the raccoon is here for you to help you excavate those things that are hidden so that your octopus can go in a direction that it wants to go, in a specific direction. So meditate on the raccoon. What is hidden? What are you hiding? What is someone else hiding from you? And then take that information and go forward. Okay, one last oracle for you. I always like to pull these Love Letters to Earth deck. This is by Nicole, Adriana, Casanova. You guys know this if you've watched my channel before. And this is for a blessing for your new year. What blessings can Cancer meditate on for the coming year, January 1st, to release the old year and begin anew? So you've got reunion. Okay, yeah, some of you are definitely taking a trip somewhere. And it might be a trip to a past place that you've been before. Okay, so the way I use these cards for the new folks is you go ahead and meditate on the geometric pattern or symbol that's on the card and see all the points, see the light that's coming and emanating from the symbol, and take the full symbol into your chakra system. So starting with your crown and going down your center core until you hit the root chakra, and just allow the white of the symbol to excuse me, to harmonize with your body. Reunion. Things, people, or ideas that were once separate are coming together again. A reunion is currently or about to take place for you. Excuse me. Question whether this is truly aligned and beneficial. Or an opportunity to make connections you missed before and reintegrate the experience differently. Something you thought you lost is coming back to life again. I'm going to take a sip of water and read that over. Okay, Cancer, thank you for that. I'll read it over. Reunion. Things, people, or ideas that were once separate are coming together again. A reunion is currently or about to take place for you. Question whether this is truly aligned and beneficial, or an opportunity to make connections you missed before and integrate the experience differently. Something you thought lost is coming back to life again. Okay, so that is your blessing for the new year. I could say more, but I think you all know what this situation is for yourselves, so I'll just allow you to glance at the card a little more. Let it resonate. Let it bring you to good reunions in the new year. All right, dear Cancer. I am not. I'm not taking any reading requests for the month of January because I'll be traveling. So if you are wanting to contribute to my channel by sending a donation below, I happily will accept that. And I'll open up my online reading schedule again in February when I'm back in the States. Take care, guys. Be well. Bye bye.